The Oklahoma City Thunder looking to even it up tonight in the NBA Finals. The Pacers taking game one in dramatic fashion with Tyrese Halliburton's jumper to put his team ahead at just a third of a second.
Wow.
Third of a second. We're getting into the decimals here remaining on the clock. Joining us now with a preview of game two is ESPN's Malika Andrews, who is back on the road. Malika, good morning to you. Welcome back.
Good morning. I'm so happy to be back, especially ahead of this exciting game two.
Absolutely. So game one, as we mentioned, ended with that stunner there from the Pacers. What does the Thunder's defense need to do to really step things up tonight?
You know what? I'm going to be totally honest with you. There's not a lot you can do to stop that type of shot from Tyrese Halliburton, because this is what the Indiana Pacers do at this point. I think where they need to sort of look at is maybe a little bit earlier in the game when they went away from their game plan. They changed their starting lineup that has been true and tried and tested. And it's always a little bit of an interesting sign when you adjust to your opponent before you've even played 1 second of the NBA Finals. And that's what the Oklahoma City Thunder did. So I am watching to see whether or not they keep Casey Wallace in their starting lineup or they make a little bit of a change here. Because you got to remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he had 38 points in this game, right? So it wasn't what Shai did. It was right in the margins. They played 47 minutes, and to your point, up until 0.3 seconds of Thunder brand basketball, it's that 0.3 seconds that made all of the difference here.
And Malika, as for the Pacers, they can't count on another come from behind win. They don't want to get down to a third of a second left. What's their game two game plan have to be?
Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe they can, right? Because they've done it so many different times. I asked Miles Turner and Tyrese Halliburton, okay, if one time is a fluke, the second time is luck, third time is the truth, and what's the fourth time that you're able to hit a buzzer beater like that? Because this will be fourth time in these finals. And they said, you know what? It's Indiana basketball. They are comfortable, as crazy as it sounds, Janae, when it's a 9-point game coming down the stretch, that's where the Indiana Pacers are most comfortable. So they want to get right to that spot. We're on the road. The kind of adage is you want to be within 2, 3, 4, 5 points, 2, 3 possessions right down the stretch. If they are in that position again, they are going to be very comfortable in this game too. But Miles Turner, he told me, you know what, we can't get complacent. These are the hardest games to play because we know we're going to get the best shot from OKC.
So we're looking at the numbers here, and the stats for both teams pretty similar from the regular season. So how do they stack up at this point in the playoffs and get that edge?
Yeah, I mean, this is the game plan is this thick. You guys know this, and everyone knows everything about their opponent is at this point in the season. So what I think OKC is going to try to hang their hat on and continue to hang their hat on here is their defense. And they did a pretty good job of that. They forced 20 turnovers here in the first half, and Indiana turns the ball over a whole lot. That's the most we've seen in a half in the finals in the last 25 years. So ultimately, they feel pretty good about the game plan that they executed and that they're being true to their identity here. The stats, as you pointed out, say everything. But what they're trying to they've got to go back tied up 1-1. We also know that, I'll give you one more stat, 71% of game one winners, they go on to win the NBA Finals. So what does that mean for Indiana?
Okay.
Luck's on their side.
All right, we will see what happens tonight. Malika Andrews, thank you. We know you'll be busy.